Come closer, traveler. Yes, you with the restless heart and curious eyes. Sit by the flame, where shadows dance and truth hides between the sparks. Long before the world forgot how to dream, before the towers fell and the jinn went silent, the night itself was alive. It watched, it whispered, it remembered. In those nights when the stars were lanterns hung by forgotten gods, the east was a tapestry of wonder, woven with winds that carried secrets and deserts that guarded doors to other realms. And always in the heart of silence, there was a voice, telling stories not to pass time, but to wake the soul. Stories of cursed cities, eternal fires, veiled kingdoms, and wanderers whose names were never meant to be spoken. What you are about to hear is one of those stories, and once you hear it, you will never unhear the wind again. So listen well. The tale begins with a whisper. On the craggy shores of Jamaran, a coastal village carved into black cliffs and kissed by the roaring sea of whispers, lived a girl with salt in her hair and stars in her eyes. Her name was Sumaya bint Harun, an orphan raised by her grandmother, the village herbalist and dream reader. By day, Sumaya would climb jagged sea cliffs to gather herbs that grew only where the gulls refused to land. She moved like wind, nimble and curious, never once fearing the bite of the rocks or the hiss of the tide. By night, she curled beside her grandmother's hearth as the old woman told tales that tasted of cinnamon and truth, of gin bound in glass, of cities that vanished beneath sand, and of one story never finished, the story of the forgotten treasure. It lies where silence sleeps, her grandmother would whisper, eyes clouded with memory. Guarded not by beasts, but by your own shadow. Children feared the tale. Sumaya dreamed of it. Then, on the eve of her 16th year, the storm came. It tore across the sea of whispers with fury unmatched, a wall of black water that devoured sails and split hulls. Lightning carved the sky for 3 days and nights. When the fourth morning dawned, the village was battered, but alive. Sumaya wandered the wreck-strewn shore, drawn not by grief, but by instinct. That's when she saw it. An old iron coffer, half buried in sand and seaweed, shaped like a sleeping bird with wings curled in stone. Inside, she found not coins nor relics, but a single slab of green obsidian etched with flowing, luminous script. The map, and at its center, words she should not have understood, yet did. The treasure is not what you carry, but what you refuse to take. She didn't sleep that night. Instead, she traced the map's symbols, runes of old tide routes and forgotten constellations, until they formed the shape of an isle known only in myth. Sih al-Bahr, the silenced isle. They said no bird flew over it, no boat returned. Sumaya left before dawn, taking her grandmother's dagger, a knotted rope, and a bronze compass that never failed, until it did. The moment she passed into the fog surrounding the isle, the needle spun like a dancer. The island loomed like a sleeping god, jagged cliffs, black sand, and a forest of petrified trees. She ventured inland, map in hand. Whispers rode the wind, unintelligible at first. Then they began to form words, regrets, confessions, lies half-spoken. They sounded like her own voice. They knew her fears. She reached a gate of bone and coral. A guardian waited, neither beast nor man, but something in between, a being of salt and shadow, with eyes like shipwrecks. "Who seeks the forgotten?" it rasped. "I do," she answered steady. "Sumaya of Jamaran." The guardian opened its hand, revealing a shard of mirror. Then see yourself. She gazed into it and saw not her reflection, but her hunger, for answers, for glory, for proof that she mattered. She almost turned back, but the map pulsed. The stone was warm again. The guardian stepped aside. She descended into the temple below the aisle, a spiral of stone and coral descending into water glowing with an eerie sapphire hue. Fish swam through walls. Statues watched her with weeping eyes. In the chamber below, she found the treasure. Not gold, but temptation. A vault of desires, weapons of gods, scrolls that bent time, gems that promised immortality. And at the center, a small obsidian chest atop a pedestal. Inside it, a mirror. She looked. Her eyes shimmered with power not yet claimed. Then came the voice, ancient and everywhere. You may take what you wish, but know this, each thing taken will carve from you what you cannot regrow. One by one, the treasures around her whispered promises. Take me, wield me, become more than them. Sumaya trembled. She stepped back. She said, I choose to leave it all. The vault groaned. The lights dimmed. The chamber collapsed inward, yet no stone struck her. Instead, the waters rose gently and wrapped around her like a womb. She awoke on her boat, drifting peacefully. The map was gone, but on her chest, just above her heart, a faint symbol glowed, a single word etched in light. Truth. She returned to Jamaran changed. She spoke little, but listened more. Her presence calmed tempers. Traitors grew honest in her company. Children stopped lying. No one could explain why. And on stormy nights, they say a light can be seen walking the cliffs, a girl with salt in her hair and truth in her shadow. They say, that's Sumaya, the one who left everything behind and kept her soul. Thus ends the tale, not in silence, but in breathless hush. The ink has dried, the candle flickers, and the storyteller leans back, his eyes glinting with the memory of magic. What was written in fire now rests in shadow, and yet somewhere in the folds of the world, the echoes linger. The laugh of a trickster, the riddle of a beast, the last step of a hero on a sand-swept path. Each tale is a mirror, and this one too showed us more than its hero. It showed us the cost of wonder, the shape of courage, the ache of choice. So close the scroll, but not the heart. For the next tale waits in a whisper, in the curl of smoke from an old lamp, in the soft rustle of a turning page at midnight. And if you listen closely enough, you may hear it begin.